Once upon a time, in a country not so far from here, there lived King Hans and his wife, Queen Margaret. They had two daughters, Kirsten and Marie. The younger daughter, Marie, was very beautiful and she was the pride and joy of her parents. The older daughter, Kirsten, was, well, not quite so beautiful, and although the king and queen did not mistreat her, they were not very kind to her either.
Really, my dear Hans, I wish you would learn to read. That's my throne you're sitting on. Can't you even tell the difference between K and Q?
Oh, sorry, dear. I was never good at minding my K's and Q's.
Good morning, Mother. Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Kirsten.
Good morning.
What are you doing today, dear?
I thought I might do some gardening.
That sounds nice.
What were you thinking of doing?
I was thinking that the borders in the wood garden.
Good morning, Mother. Good morning, Father. I'm so excited to go hunting today.
Good morning, Marie.
Ah, yes, of course. We will set off very soon. Don't be late.
Of course not, Father. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Wait, you're going hunting? Why didn't you tell me?
We didn't think you would be interested.
We didn't think you'd want to come.
You always do this. You always organize things without me.
That's not fair. We were trying to think of you.
You should have just asked me.
Well, you've never come hunting with us before.
You never asked.
So, do you want to come this time?
Yes.
Mother, does she have to come with us?
If she wants to come, I don't see why she shouldn't.
Very well, Kirsten. You may come with us. Let's all go and get ready. Guard,
Yes, sir.
prepare the horses and dogs for hunting. Please, George.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
We should get ready too. Come along, my dear Marie.
Poor Kirsten. It wasn't her fault her parents were unkind, and all because of the way she looked.
She was at least excited to go hunting with them this time. She liked exploring in the forest, but she didn't get to go out there very often.
Marie, on the other hand, was grumpy. She was used to being her parents' favourite and didn't see why she had to share the expedition with her sister.
Once everyone was ready, they got on their horses and rode out into the forest. As they went, the paths got narrower and narrower. Eventually, they decided to get down and go on foot.
We've been walking for ages. My feet are so tired.
Oh, you poor baby. Sit down and rest. There, baby. It's okay. Rest your feet.
It's been 10 minutes. How can you already be tired?
That's enough. Stop bickering, Kirsten. Why don't you go and look for some rabbits to hunt? Maybe over there? That way you and your sister won't argue.
Ugh. Fine.
Mother, my feet hurt so much. I want to go home.
But you were so excited to come hunting, and now you want to go home?
I want to go home.
Well, then, we must go home straight away.
But I was enjoying hunting.
Dear, Marie's feet hurt. You surely can't expect her to stay out here when she's in so much pain.
Well, of course not, but
Well, then, that's sorted.
Father, there are rabbits here.
oh yes, I had forgotten about Kirsten. Coming.
Hans, Marie needs your help. She can't get back onto the horses alone.
But what about my hunting trip?
Father, my feet hurt.
You see, we need to go now.
Kirsten, we're going home. Do you think she heard me?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. She'll be fine. She'll work it out. She can walk home if she has to.
That will serve her right for making fun of my poor feet. Ow.
Really? Well, if you insist.
But Kirsten didn't return back to the palace that night, nor the next, nor the next. King Hans and Queen Margaret sent out a search party, and although the search party had a quick look, they did not look for her very thoroughly. In the end, the king said to the queen, "Well, perhaps she has gone to live somewhere else. She'll probably be all right."
And so after that, King Hans, Queen Margaret, and Princess Marie lived as a family of 3 without Princess Kirsten. Every so often, the Queen would wonder what had happened to her older, less beautiful daughter Kirsten. But as time went by, this happened less and less until she barely thought about Kirsten at all.
Have you seen Marie this morning? It's nearly 11 o'clock. She's being very lazy.
Well, she was on a date last night with that handsome Baron McCracker. Perhaps she got home very late.
McCracker, isn't he the one whose father owns a newspaper?
Yes, that's him. I hope it went well. He's fabulously rich, and if she married him, I'm sure there'll be lots of lovely articles about her.
I don't trust the media. I get all my news on Twitter anyway, or X, whichever's called this week.
Don't be silly. It's terribly important that Marie finds someone of high status to marry, and soon.
If you say so, dear.
Ah, there you are, Marie. And how was your date last night with Baron McCracker?
Oh, Mother, I'm so tired. He just kept talking and talking. It took me hours to get away.
Did he say anything interesting?
No, he was awful. Absolutely awful. All he could talk about was money and football. He went on and on about Leicester City and about how much money he was going to make betting on whether they would avoid relegation from the Premiership this season, whatever that means.
Well, in any case, it was very bad taste for him to mention Leicester at all after the unpleasantness of a couple years ago with the remains of your Uncle Richard being found under that car park.
Alas, poor Richard. I knew him well.
What do you mean, alas, poor Richard, you knew him well? Of course you knew him well. He was your brother. And I don't remember you saying alas when you had him buried in the concrete under that car park.
Oh, Mother, stop bickering with Father and just concentrate on me. How am I ever going to find someone worth marrying?
Come in. Yes, George, what is it?
Sire, there's an old hag at the gate to see you.
Why would I want to see an old hag? George, send her away.
Yes, sir.
A hag indeed. These door-to-door peddlers are getting completely out of hand. Probably someone from the council checking that we have a TV license.
Dreadful. Simply dreadful.
Yes, come in. Yes, George, what is it now?
Sire, the hag won't go away. She insists on seeing you.
Which part of send her away didn't you understand? Why do I want to see an old hag? Send her away, I tell you. Send her away.
Sir, the old hag, sir, she won't go away. She says she is a fortune teller and that she has a message from beyond the beyond.
A message from beyond the beyond? Well, that is different. I always like to know what is going on in beyond the beyond. And even TikTok misses things sometimes. Perhaps I can tweet it and go viral. Bring her to me.
Yes, sir.
Beyond the beyond? I've only ever heard of the beyond until now. Clearly, I've been missing out.
I wouldn't trust anything she says. She's probably here to scam you.
Here she is, sir. The hag, sir.
I see. Thank you, God. You may go. Now tell me, old lady, what do you want? Do you have a message for me?
Your Majesty, if you will permit me. Crystal ball, appear to me in this great hall. So with a magic spell, I the future can foretell. Now, what do I see? What do I see? Ah, things are beginning to become clear. Yes, yes. I see a daughter, a princess. Do you have a daughter? She will meet someone and fall in love. Yes, she will meet someone and fall in love. When you die, her fiance will become king.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Thank you, old woman.
Thank you, old woman.
But what do I see? What do I see? Aha! Her husband will be a soldier, a poor soldier at that. Not a noble or a prince, just a poor soldier. The next king of this land will be a poor soldier.
Poor soldier.
Did you say a poor soldier? This is an outrage. My daughter shall not marry a soldier. Never mind, a poor soldier. She shall marry a nobleman or a prince.
Do not contradict what the crystal ball says, Your Majesty. Your daughter shall marry a poor soldier.
Never, never, never. I forbid it. She shall marry the man of my choice, and I would rather die than have her marry a soldier. Get out of my sight. God, God. Take this woman away. Throw her out of the castle, and never, ever let her near me again.
Quite right.
Yes, sir.
Outrageous.
Poor soldier indeed. I shall not have it. And to make sure that this never happens, Marie, you are to be locked up in the highest and furthest turret of this castle, never to come out until we have found a suitable husband for you, a noble man or a prince. Poor soldier indeed.
But father, I don't go on dates with poor
From now
soldiers.
on, you're not going on any dates with anyone at all. Who knows whom else you might meet? You're staying here, and your mother and I will vet prospective husbands for you at the royal and rich and loyal. Then we will let you see them. And stop sniveling. It's for the good of the whole country. Imagine a poor soldier becoming king.
And so, Marie was locked up in the highest and furthest turret of the castle, and she was forbidden to see anyone other than rich princes who might be seeking her hand.
Thus the king and queen never saw either of their daughters anymore. Kirsten, because she had disappeared on the hunting expedition, and now Marie, because she was locked up until a suitable suitor could be found.
Some days later, two soldiers came marching along the high road. They had knapsacks on their backs and swords at their sides. They had been to the wars and were now returning home.
Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Hey, Anders, this is a nice spot. Let's stop for a rest.
We've been away so long. I can't wait to get home.
Marching home's so tiring, though. I just need a quick break.
The short one then.
Oh, and look, an old well. Maybe it's a wishing well.
I will make a wish. I wish I could be home instantly. Nope, I'm still here.
Oh, well, maybe it's not a wishing well.
Oh, what a scary looking old lady. Everything about her is ugly.
I got shivers all up and down my spine.
Good evening, soldiers.
Good evening, old lady.
I see that you have very fine swords and large knapsacks. I am sure that you have fought very hard in the wars, and now it is time for you to have your reward. You shall become rich beyond your wildest dreams.
Thank you. That is indeed wonderful news.
Did you understand anything she just said?
No, she must be crazy.
Do you see that well? It is very old and no longer has any water in it. You must go down the well in the bucket, collect your reward, and when you call out to me, I shall pull you out.
Go down the well in the bucket and you pull me out. You must be joking.
I am not joking at all. Do you want to be rich beyond your wildest dreams? Yes or no?
Of course I want to be rich, but going down the well, what am I supposed to do down the well?
Get the money. For when you get down to the bottom of the well, you will discover that you are in a large chamber and you will find a cupboard. The money is in the cupboard. All you need to do is open the cupboard doors and the money will be yours.
A cupboard at the bottom of the well. You must be mad.
I just open the cupboard doors and the money will be mine.
Yes, just open the cupboard doors and the money will be yours. Well, almost. There could be one small problem. Sometimes a dog protects the door, and he may not be very friendly. I have put a comb in the bucket to protect you. The dog likes to have his fur combed. That will calm him down.
This is not a bad story, but what am I going to give you in return? You don't mean to tell me that I have all the money for nothing?
Are you actually going to go down there?
No.
You must be mad too.
No, that is true. You cannot have the money for nothing, but I do not ask for a single penny. You only have to promise to bring me up an old tinderbox, which my grandmother left last time she went down there.
An old tinderbox. That is all you want.
A tinderbox, just a tinderbox.
And where should I find this tinderbox?
That I do not know. All I know is that it is down there somewhere at the bottom of the well.
Very well, old lady. I promise I'll get you the tinderbox.
You're really going?
Yes, Christian. I am. If you stay here with this old lady, I'm sure no harm will come to me.
I still think you're crazy, but if you insist.
And so, without further ado, Anders got into the bucket and let the old witch lower him into the well.
Now, it turned out that the well was very deep indeed. And for a while, Anders began to wonder whether the well had a bottom at all.
Down and down he went, lower and lower and lower. So far down, in fact, that it began to get very dark and very cold.
Eventually, however, a light could be seen below, and before much longer, Anders found himself at the bottom of the well.
Well, the old hag was right. Here I am at the bottom of the well. There's a dog and there's a cupboard, which must be the money. Perhaps if I'm quiet enough, I can open the door without even walking the dog. Here, doggy, doggy, dog. Nice doggy. Calm down. Well, this is a fine situation. Clearly, those are the cupboard doors behind which I will find the money. But how am I meant to get past the dog? Here, doggy, doggy, dog. Nice doggy. Calm down, little doggy. The old hag must be mad. She has sent me down here to get eaten by the dog. This is a trick. At least Christian is guarding my knapsack and sword. On the other hand, perhaps I'm not trying hard enough to calm the dog. I'll try once more before giving up. Nice doggy. It's no use. I am going back up. Hello? Are you there? Haul me up. I can't get past the dog.
You found the dog. Is there any money?
What do you mean you can't get past the dog?
Yes, I found the dog, but I can't get past him. He snarls at me every time I even approach him.
Did you try combing his fur?
No, of course I didn't try combing his fur. Why don't you come down here and try comb his fur? Every time I get anywhere closer, he lunges at me and snarls. I could not possibly get close enough to his comb with his fur without him having my own for lunch.
Well, it seems that you were not brave enough to deserve the money. Never mind then. Just get into the bucket and I'll haul you back up.
What did you say?
She said, it seems that you're not brave enough to deserve the money. Just get into the bucket and she'll haul you back up.
Not brave enough?
You heard him. Not brave enough. Now get into the bucket and I'll haul you back up.
Hey, I'm a soldier. I've fought in dozens of battles. I've never been told I wasn't brave enough for something before. I'll try once more with the comb. There's no comb in here. Old witch, are you there? What comb? There's no comb in the bucket.
Ah, I must have forgotten it. I will throw it down the well. Stand aside lest it hit you.
This is amazing. Christian, the comb turned into a fence and now the dog can't get past me.
What kind of witch are you?
Wow, so much bronze. The old woman wasn't joking. There's more bronze here than I ever seen in my life. I'm going to fill the bucket with it. Right, that should be enough. Old woman, I'm ready. Haul me up. Hello, Christian, I'm ready. Haul me up.
I am here, but with all that bronze, the bucket is awfully heavy.
Well, it seems to me that you are not strong enough to lift a flea.
What? I've never been told I wasn't strong enough to lift a flea.
She's going for it. Anders, she's really working hard now. Come
That's-
on, old lady.
That's it, old lady. Just keep going.
The old lady complained bitterly about the weight. She tugged and she tugged on the handle, forcing it round and round. Several times she slipped, and Anders found himself suddenly going down instead of up. Eventually, panting very heavily, she succeeded in getting Anders back to the surface.
Well, old witch, you were right. There was a dog in front of the cupboard, but the comb protected me from the dog. And when I got the doors open, there was more bronze in there than I could possibly bring back to the surface. I'm most grateful for this money, and if it's quite alright with you, I'll be on my way.
Not so fast, my lad. Not so fast. Where is the tinderbox?
The tinderbox?
Yes, the tinderbox.
Ah, the tinderbox. Well, in fact, I was so scared of the dog and then so amazed to see all that money behind the door that I must admit I forgot all about the tinderbox.
Well, you are hardly going to be going home with all that money unless I have my tinderbox.
All right, I'll go back down the well and get your tinderbox. But please, do you have another comb so that don't get attacked by the dog?
No, I do not have another comb, but I have put an old bone in the bucket which you can give the dog. He is usually very hungry, and that will calm him down.
Good luck. Don't get eaten by the dog. I want to get home.
And so, without further ado, Anders got into the bucket and let the old witch lower him into the well. Now, as we already know, the well was very deep indeed. And once again, Anders began to wonder whether it had a bottom at all.
Down and down he went, lower and lower and lower, so far down, in fact, that it began to get very dark and very cold.
Eventually, however, a light could be seen below, and before much longer, Anders found himself at the bottom of the well.
Well, the old hag was right. Here I am at the bottom of the well. There's a dog, though bigger than the last one, and there is a cupboard in which must be more money and perhaps the tinderbox. Perhaps this time, if I'm quiet enough, I can open it without even walking the dog. Here, doggy, doggy, dog. Nice doggy. Calm down. Well, this is a fine situation. Clearly, those are the door behind in which I will find the money and the tinderbox. But how am I meant to get past the dog? Here, doggy, doggy, dog. Nice doggy. Calm down, little doggy. The old hag must be mad. She has sent me down here to get eaten by the dog. This is a trick. At least Christian is guarding my knapsack and sword and all the bronze. Unless he's stolen it and run away home. On the other hand, perhaps I'm not trying hard enough to calm the dog. I'll try once more before giving up. It's no use. I am going back up. Old woman, pull me up. I can't get past the dog.
What do you mean you can't get past the dog?
I can't get past the dog. He snarls at me every time I even approach him.
Did you try giving him the bone?
No, of course I don't try giving him the bone. Why don't you come down here and try give him the bone? Every time I get anywhere close to him, he lunges at me and snarls. I could not possibly get close enough to him to give him the bone without him having my arm for lunch.
Well, it seems that you are not brave enough to deserve the money. Never mind then. Just get into the bucket and I will haul you back up.
What did you say?
She said it seems that you're not brave enough to deserve the money. Just get into the bucket and she will haul you back up.
Not brave enough?
You heard me. Not brave enough. Now get into the bucket and I will haul you up.
Hey, I'm a soldier. I fought in hundreds of battles. I've never been told I wasn't brave enough for something before. I'll try it once more with the bone. There is no bone in here. Old witch, what bone? There's no bone in the bucket.
Ah, I must have forgotten it. I will throw it down the well. Stand aside, lest it hit you.
Well, this is truly amazing. The old woman wasn't joking. There's more silver here than I ever seen in my life. I am going to fill the bucket with it. Oh dear, I only have a few minutes before the dog finishes that bone. I must hurry. That doggy, nice doggy. Old woman, I'm ready. Pull me up.
What did you say?
Pull me up, you old goat. I'm ready to come up to the surface.
You didn't say please.
Oh, come on. The dog's about to eat him.
Okay, please pull me up, up out of this well.
The old lady started winding the bucket up, but it was hard work because Anders had put so many coins in the bucket. And she complained bitterly about the weight. She tugged and she tugged on the handle, forcing it round and round. Several times she slipped, and Anders found himself suddenly going down instead of up. Eventually, panting very heavily, she succeeded in getting him back to the surface.
Well, old witch, you were right. There was a dog in front of the cupboard, but he calmed down when I gave him the bone. And when I got the door open, there was more silver in that than I could possibly bring back to the surface. I'm most grateful for this money, and if it's quite alright with you, I'll be on my way.
Where is the tinderbox?
The tinderbox?
Yes, the tinderbox.
Ah, the tinderbox. Well, in fact, I was so scared that the dog might finish the bone, and then so amazed to see all that silver money behind the door that I must admit I forgot all about the tinderbox.
Anders, come on. I want to go home.
Well, you are truly a double idiot. You are hardly going to be going home with all that money unless I have my tinderbox.
All right, I'll go back down the well and get your tinderbox. But please, do you have another bone so that I don't get attacked by the dog?
No, I do not have another bone, but I do have an old penny flute which you can use to soothe the dog. As soon as you start playing, he will go to sleep. But mind you, don't stop playing until you have the tinderbox, because otherwise he will cut you to pieces in the blink of an eye. He is usually very hungry.
Don't forget the tinderbox.
And so, without further ado, Anders got into the bucket and let the old witch lower him into the well. And for a third time, he began to wonder whether the well had a bottom at all.
Down and down he went, lower and lower and lower. So far down, in fact, that it began to get very dark and very cold.
Eventually, however, a light could be seen below, and before much longer he found himself at the bottom of the well.
Well, the old hag was right. Here I am at the bottom of the well. There's a dog, though even bigger than the last one. And there's a cupboard in which must be the tinderbox. Perhaps if I'm quiet enough, I can open it without even walking the dog. Wait. Nice doggy. There. Forget it. This dog is simply too huge. I can't possibly get past him. Hold me back up to the surface, old lady.
What do you mean you can't get past the dog?
I can't get past the dog. He snaps at me every time I even look at him.
Did you try playing him the flute?
No, of course I didn't try playing him the flute. Why don't you come down here and try playing him the flute? Every time I Ivan moved. He lunges at me and snarls. I could not possibly bring back the flute to my lips without him having me for lunch.
Well, it seems that you are not brave enough to deserve the money. Never mind then. Just get into the bucket and I'll haul you back up.
What did you say?
She said it seems that you're not brave enough to deserve the money. Just get into the bucket and she'll haul you back up.
Not brave enough?
You heard me. Not brave enough. Now get into the bucket and I'll haul you back up.
Hey, I'm a soldier. I've fought in thousands of battles. I've never been told I wasn't brave enough for something before. I'll have one more go with the flute. There's no flute in here. Old witch, what flute? There's no flute in the bucket.
Ah, I must have forgotten it. I will throw it down the well, but I suspect that you are too stupid to play it, so I will play it from up here.
Well, this is the most amazing of all. The old woman wasn't joking. There's more gold here than I ever seen in my life. I'm going to fill the bucket with it. Old lady, why has the flute stopped playing? The dog is attacking me. Old lady, the dog is attacking me. Why has the flute stopped playing?
Hey, old lady, what are you doing?
Sorry, I was watching a cat video on TikTok. I'll start the music again.
Concentrate. If the dog gets him, he won't bring your tinderbox back.
That was close, but never mind. I'm still safe. Old woman, I'm ready. Haul me up.
Do you have the tinderbox this time?
No, I forgot it again.
You are a triple idiot. Get out of the bucket and get it. I am not hauling you up until you have the tinderbox.
But the dog is right in front of it. I can't get it without being ripped to shreds.
You are worse than a triple idiot. I will calm the dog down with the flute. Just get the tinderbox.
Okay, old hag, I'll try. I am at the tinderbox, but it's very heavy. I can't move it. Never mind. Get into the bucket.
Ah, I thought that might happen. Now who's not strong enough to lift a flea? Never mind. I will help you. Tinderbox, tinderbox, please let the spell help us to haul you out of the well. Chant with me. Come on.
Me? Okay. Tinderbox, tinderbox, please let this spell.
Help us to haul you out of the well.
Tinderbox, tinderbox, please let the spell help us to haul you out of the well.
Well, that worked. But who are all the other voices?
Oh, I don't know. There's no one else here. Get back up here so we can go home.
This is really creepy. Never mind. Old woman, I'm ready. Haul me up.
Do you have the tinderbox this time?
Yes, old lady, I have the tinderbox.
The old lady started to haul him up, complaining all the while about the weight. Because the bucket now contained Anders, the gold coins, and the tinderbox, she tugged and she tugged on the handle, forcing it round and round. Several times she slipped, and Anders found himself suddenly going down instead of up. Eventually, panting very heavily, he succeeded in getting the bucket back to the surface.
Well, old witch, you were right. There was a dog in front of the cupboard, but he calmed down when he played the flute. And when I got to the doors open, there was more gold in there than I could possibly bring back to the surface. I'm most grateful for this money, and if it's quite alright with you, I'll be on my way.
Yes, let's go home.
Well, at least this time you bought the tinderbox.
Ah, yes, it's here. Just before I give it to you, though, I wish to know what you will do with it.
do with it? That is none of your business. It belonged to my grandmother, and now it belongs to me.
I insist. Tell me what you intend to do with it.
I insist equally that it is none of your business.
In that case, I'll chop off your head.
What?
What are you doing?
Shut up. She's just a creepy witch, and we're both rich now. Just don't tell anyone where the money came from.
I don't want any of that money or that tinderbox. It's probably cursed. I just want to get away from here.
Christian ran off into the forest, back towards the town, leaving everything behind him. Anders carefully picked up his heavy knapsack full of gold coins and the tinderbox and set off home.
He struggled on through the forest with his load until he eventually reached his village, where he bought a large house and filled it with fine furniture. The hag had been right. He had become rich beyond his wildest dreams, and he no longer needed to work. He left the army, put his knapsack and sword away forever, and started to live like a gentleman. He even employed a servant to look after him.
Well, this is a fine life. Had to work quite hard for my wealth. At the bottom of the well, but at least I can enjoy the results of my bravery. My life is very comfortable now, much easier than when I was a soldier. It's a shame I've lost touch with Christian, though. I wish we were still friends. Come in.
Master, I heard a rumor in the market today.
A rumor in the market? What sort of rumor?
About the royal family, sir. A rumor that the princess is to marry a soldier. A soldier who shall become king, and that is why she's kept locked in the castle.
A soldier who shall become king. And what does that have to do with her being kept locked up in the castle?
So that she won't meet a soldier, master. If she's kept locked up in the castle, she won't meet anyone, let alone a common soldier. That way, a soldier can't become king.
That's all very well, but we can't not have a future king. I have been lucky in my life before, so why not this time too? I will woo the princess myself. Servant, I want you to take a scarf of the finest silk, present it to the king, and ask for the princess's hand in marriage on my behalf.
Yes, master. I shall go right away, master.
Go on, quickly, off of you.
Yes, sir.
A soldier to become king. Well, that would suit me very well. That was very quick indeed. So, was my proposal accepted? What did the king say? When is the wedding?
Master, your scarf was thrown back at me. I never go as far as making her proposal. I tell you, no one is allowed to see the princess. No one at all, and certainly not a soldier.
Well, obviously you didn't try hard enough. Go back to the castle, this time with a scarf spun of the finest silver. Present it to the king and ask for the princess' hand in marriage on my behalf.
Yes, master. I shall go right away, master.
Go on, quickly, off of you. The first gift was not expensive enough, but I'm sure this one will do the trick. That was very quick too. So, was my proposal accepted? What did the king say? When is the wedding?
Master, your scarf was thrown back at me. I never go as far as making a proposal. I tell you, no one is allowed to see the princess. No one at all, and certainly not a soldier.
Well, obviously you didn't try hard enough this time either. Go back to the castle, this time with a scarf spun of the finest gold. Present it to the king and ask for the princess's hand in marriage on my behalf.
Yes, master. I shall go right away, master.
Go on, quickly, off of you. Surely the king will not turn down his scarves of the finest gold. Very quick once again. So, was my proposal accepted this time? What did the king say? When is the wedding?
Master, your scarf was thrown back at me. I never go as far as making a proposal. I tell you, no one is allowed to see the princess. No one at all, and certainly not a soldier.
Well, this is very sad. Perhaps my money can't buy me everything I want after all.
And you have a visitor, sir.
A visitor? Show them in. Christian, my old friend.
It has been a long time. I heard you doing well for yourself, so I thought I would come to see you.
Well, I'm not doing too well at the moment. I have all these nice things and a nice house, but I want to marry the princess, and it seems that no amount of money can buy me that.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know, give it all to charity? It's not like it's making me happy. Perhaps I'll be happier if I share it.
And bit by bit, Anders started to give his money away. First to this friend, then to that charity, to this beggar and to that beggar. Before too long, it had become known in the neighborhood that if you wanted some money, you simply had to go to the soldiers and you could virtually help yourself.
Thus, the people in the village started to take advantage of the soldiers' generosity, and before too long, all the money disappeared. And then, bit by bit, everything else disappeared, until the soldier was left where he had started, with nothing.
Well, I've just got an empty house now. Perhaps I'll sell that too or give it to someone else.
I don't understand. Why have you given everything away?
It wasn't making me happy.
And are you happy now?
Not yet, but now I can start a new life.
How? You've lost everything!
I haven't actually lost everything. Look, I've still got that Tinderbox that I got from the well. That the one the old hag wanted.
The hag's head you cut off when she wouldn't give it to you. The tinderbox is probably cursed.
Yes, that one. I've never actually opened it, so before somebody takes that too, I'll find out what's inside of it.
I don't want any part of this. Ever since he went down that well, it's like you've gone completely mad. I'm not going to hang around here and get cursed.
Fine, I'll open it. I'm not afraid of any curse. Oh yeah, I did it. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
What do you wish, master?
The fires of the dogs, docile as anything talking to me. Am I dreaming?
What do you wish, master?
What do you mean, what do I wish?
Master, you do know, don't you, that the tin box is enchanted? As long as you keep it open, your every wish shall be granted.
As long as I keep it open, my every wish shall be granted.
Yes, master, as long as you keep the tin box open, your every wish shall be granted.
So that's why the old lady wanted the tinderbox. Well, in that case, what I want is a bag of gold pieces. Bring me a bag of gold pieces. Well, now that I see it, I do not actually want a mere bag of gold pieces. I want a large sack of gold pieces. Bring me a large bag of gold pieces. Well, now that I see a large bag of gold pieces, I see that this also is not actually what I want. I want a huge bag of gold pieces. Bring me a huge bag of gold pieces. Well, this is really something. I have enough gold for now, and there's no point burying myself in it if I can get more anytime I want by just opening the tinderbox. Now, dog, can you tell me, or can you get all my furniture back? I don't mind buying it back. I can just use the gold. I have my old life back. This is everything I wished for. But why am I not happy? This wealth is very well. and the tinderbox can bring me anything I want. But it hasn't brought me any happiness, and the princess is still locked away in the castle. I wonder. Suppose the tinderbox could bring me the princess herself. I wonder. Let me try. I'll open the tinderbox again.
What do you wish, master? What do you wish, master?
I wish to see the princess who's locked up in the castle. Bring her to me.
Yes, master.
You fool! That is not the princess. That is the old hag that I killed years ago at the well in the forest. How can you brought her to me when I asked you to bring me the princess? And how can you have brought her to me altogether? She is dead. You have brought me a ghost. Take her away this instant and return with the princess.
Yes, master.
You double fool! Did you not listen to what I said? That is not the princess. Take the old lady away this instantly and return only when you have the princess with you. You triple fool! Did you not hear what I said the first time or the second time? This is not the princess. Take her away or I'll cut your head off also.
Do not send me away so quickly. There are many things you do not understand about the world, and one of them is that appearances can sometimes betray the truth. You have heard the prophecy about the princess marrying a soldier, and the soldier becoming king. If you are the soldier, then I am the princess.
How can that be? I was indeed once a soldier, but surely you are not a princess, and I cut your head off. Aren't you dead?
I was indeed once a princess, just as surely as you were once a soldier. But in order for me to prove that to you, you must come back into the forest with me and visit the well again.
Visit the well again? I don't understand.
Stop thinking you need to understand everything. Just do as I say. Come back into the forest with me and visit the well again.
Anders was rather reluctant to go back into the forest with the hag because he was sure he had cut her head off all those years ago. But deciding he had little to lose, he followed her into the forest. Farther and farther they went, deeper and deeper into the forest, until he became quite scared that he would never find his way out. Eventually, after walking for what seemed like hours, they arrived at the well, the same well where he had first come across the hag.
Well, here we are again. Now what?
Now I will lower you down. Then I will lower myself down, and we shall see what we shall see.
Are you sure this is a good idea? I have no comb, no bone, no flute. What if the dogs choose me to death?
You have the tinderbox, don't you? At least for now.
Yes, I suppose I do.
Well, there you are. Nothing to worry about.
And what do I do when I get down there?
Nothing. You just wait for me. Is that understood?
This one. And so, Anders reluctantly got into the bucket and let the old witch lower him into the well. Now, as we already know, the well was very deep indeed, and once again he began to wonder whether it had a bottom at all. Down and down he went, lower and lower and lower, so low in fact that it began to get very dark and very cold.
It was even darker than the last time, so dark that the only way he could tell he was at the bottom was because he felt the bucket go bump. He could hear, though, that this time there was not one dog, but all 3 dogs, all smacking their lips at the prospect of a tasty meal.
After he had got out of the bucket, he called out to the hag, who raised it up to the surface again. She then got in and lowered herself down.
It's awfully dark down here. I can't see anything. Ouch, that was my foot you trod on.
Sorry, didn't see you. Ouch, that was my foot you trod on.
Sorry.
Oi, can we have some light down here?
Phew, that's better. Wait, how did you do that?
Never you mind. Now, you must use the tinderbox for one last time and we shall set free of it. Because although it can give you anything in the world you desire, it is a curse with which no man can truly be happy.
Wish myself free of the tinderbox.
Yes, wish yourself free of the tinderbox.
How do I do that?
Just wish yourself free of the tinderbox.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, I am sure about this. Just do it.
All right then, I'll do it. I wish myself free of the tinderbox.
I need it before you, though. I need it before you. I need it before him.
My dear, I feel as if I have suddenly awoken from a long sleep, during which I had the most amazing dream, a dream in which I was a dog. But it ended with our elder daughter being delivered back to us.
How odd. I also feel as if I have suddenly awoke from a long sleep, in which too I had a dream I was a dog.
I had a similar dream that I was a dog.
Those were no dreams, Father.
Ah! Kirsten, was it not a dream? What are we doing in this strange place?
No, Father, it wasn't a dream. I am returned to you by the hand of this man who will be my husband.
You. Wait, aren't you the one who sent me those scarves of silver and gold? And you are a soldier.
Yes, Your Majesty. It was I who sent you the scarves and I was a soldier. But since then, I made a fortune and would be happy to marry the princess.
A soldier to marry my daughter. Kirsten, are you sure?
Father, I am sure.
Many years ago, there was a prophecy that my daughter would marry a soldier who would become king, a prophecy which I refused to believe. Now I see that you have brought my elder daughter back to me. I understand. Her return to us gives me more joy than I can express, and I will happily allow you to marry her and become my heir.
Wait, what about me? I'm the one who's supposed to be getting married. Why can't I marry this rich soldier?
You? Ha! You, my dear, will have to wait till it's your turn. For the moment, these two will live a happily ever after.